if I actually go through with this vlog, I'm gonna basically tell you guys how I almost went to jail right after that little intro thing rose, like in like 2 seconds. So I'm actually sitting outside in like the back of my yard, just for the sake of the intro of this video, because I have to actually go to work. I gotta be there at 1. It's 11:49 right now, so I'm not gonna get into it yet. Maybe right after work. This pawn shop has no good cameras worth like even trying to buy. I mean, they do have like the same camera I have for like $500, which is not good. That's not good because like that camera's old. Like, my camera is old, guys. I think I should make a video about the 60 Mark II. I mean, I don't have it. One of my friends have it, but oh, this sunlight. I see it. Like I see me holding that 60 Mark II, buying it myself. You know? Alright guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I've been holding this video off for... I started filming this video on Tuesday. Today is Friday. I actually filmed it, but I just felt like me telling the story, it took me like, I don't know, I feel like 8 to 9, 10 minutes. And you guys know how I feel about long videos right now. I was saying a lot. I got the story confused. So I'm gonna try to like get this thing down in like a whole like 2.5 minutes or something like that. And boom. Alright, so last year in April, I ended up getting a letter in the mail, and it told me that I am being summoned to pick up a court paper to go downtown, or it was weird. See, look, you can already tell I was confusing. But yeah, I had to go downtown to pick up this paper that gave me details on a crime that I apparently committed. It said that it was in St. Johns County. Now, St. Johns County is not the county that I live in. I live in Duval County. St. Johns County is like St. Augustine. So it turns out I have to go to court in St. Augustine. The first time I go with my father. The judge asked, do I have a lawyer? Basically, I said no. He said, I'll give you, like, we'll push it to next month and you'll get another lawyer. Cool. And just to let you know this straight ahead, it's about a 45 to 50 minute drive back and forth. So, and each court session is about like no longer than 10 minutes. I've never been actually inside for 10 minutes, like longer than 10 minutes. Next time I went with my mom. This time when I go, they read the possible penalties or punishments. There was 6 months probation, 12 months anger management, and I think that was it. The next month I think I went with my mom again. This time, the guy who reads off the punishments, he was saying, well, no, he didn't say, oh, that was me, but that was my reaction. He said possibly up to 365 days in jail, and I was kind of like, oh, like, yo, this is crazy. And I think it was a misdemeanor. I'm not sure. It was at first like a felon, and then it went down to a misdemeanor. And the crime was, let me see how much time I got. I'm doing good. The crime was apparently me or someone who looks like me, but that's whatever. Basically, I threw stones into someone's house in St. Augustine back in April on Easter Day. That was the crime. I had to get a new lawyer after a few months because my lawyer was representing the victim basically, and I never met the victim. I never seen this victim. None of that. It was all confusing. And it was in an area that I've never even been to St. Augustine. I've only really been to like the downtown area of St. Augustine. But yeah, moving forward, I got me a new lawyer. Somebody's calling me, but it's a fake thing. I got me a new lawyer and it was actually a paper in the mail that told me I had to switch my lawyer, by the way. So me and my best friend Kendrick, you all know Kendrick, he went down there with me, and that's when I first met this lawyer. And I told him everything I told the last guy. I was working that day. I have my Facebook like GPS tracker and everything. I gave that to him, and he still told me the story. He was like telling the story about how this guy pled guilty when he really wasn't guilty, but he pled guilty because he also does the same type of crime, which was pretty interesting. But yeah, that he was like, so he said basically, if you're lying, we'll find out. If you're telling the truth, we'll find out. And I'm like, bro, oh, it says time's up. I'm gonna keep going. I feel like I can like shorten this. I'm almost there, y'all. Going a little further, we got to a place where we set a date to pick the jury. It was like a judge. I was so confused. Like, I thought we were supposed to select the jury, but it turns out that's not what it was. Turns out that was the day where the victim was actually supposed to show up. So the day that the victim was actually supposed to show up, he did it. And the guy who represents the city, which is the same guy that reads like the punishments and stuff, he was telling us how the victim was supposed to meet up with him like that Thursday before, and he didn't show up. He didn't show up. So he told the victim to be at the court by 8:30. It was like 9. It got to like 9:20, and we were just in there sitting and waiting for this guy. And they was like, all right, well, since he's not going to show up, we're just going to drop the case. The judge came out. He's like, I'm going to dismiss the case. Hope justice was served. And I was like, thank you, judge. Smiled because I couldn't help it. Walked out, went to Waffle House. And that's the end of the story, really. I was upset because I basically wasted time, money, and gas driving back and forth from St. Augustine to Jacksonville, Florida, all because I looked like someone. And I'm glad that, well, of course I'm glad that I wasn't guilty of it, because I'm not guilty of it. But I just heard like so many stories about like people who didn't do something that still ended up being, charged. So that's the end of the story. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I got some stuff coming up. I know I haven't really uploaded in like a week, but I'm gonna fix that.